Good morning and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, newspaper review segment. I am Elizabeth Tessie Okemukuku. This morning we bring you newspaper headlines from the Vanguard newspaper, Punch, The Nation, and the Daily Post newspaper. And we have headlines like Edo APC, DJ Oyegun, trade wars over indebtedness, Kwara massacre. Soldiers came 10 hours after terrorists had killed scores, village head. On the Punch, we have teenager 8-year-old drowned in Kano. Also, dropout looms, parents, students cry over proposed UNN fees hike. And on the Daily Post newspaper, Nigerian government announces 6 weeks partial closure of Lagos Ibadan expressway for bridge repairs. And the news in details. The All Progressive Congress APC in Oyo State has called out a former national chairman of the party, Chief John Odije Oyega, to pay debt allegedly owed to the party. It said the debt arose from the alleged loans and accumulated membership dues spanning several years when Odije Oyegun was the national chairman of the party. This was contained in a statement signed by the APC chairman, Emperor Jarrett Tineb. In the statement, the Edo APC chairman said Odije Oyega failed to respond to several official demands for repayment with the total liability of over 150 million naira. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Edo APC Odije Oyega, trade wars over indebtedness. Away from politics to security matters. The head of Wara village in Kwara State, Umar Salihu, has said the terrorist attack in his community for nearly 10 hours before security forces arrived, leaving scores dead and village was razed. Speaking in an interview with newsmen yesterday, Salihu said distress calls to the authority were made shortly after the attack began at about 5 p.m., but soldiers only arrived about 3 a.m. the following morning. He also claimed that the sensitive intelligence may have been compromised as he had reported a threat letter to the security agencies. Meanwhile, the defense headquarters said troops were promptly dispatched to dominate the general areas with robust patrols and surveillance among other security measures for about 2 weeks, as it expressed shock over the tragic loss of the innocent life in what it called cowardly terrorist attack on Woro and neighboring communities in Kaima, Kwara State. This came in as the People's Democratic Party, PDP, accused the federal government of ignoring security warnings ahead of the reported killings in Woro community, describing the incident as a grim reflection of worsening insecurity in the country. Saliu disclosed that by the time the military arrived, the attackers had already fled and no engagement took place. According to the village head, the community had been left vulnerable after soldiers previously stationed there were withdrawn following an earlier attack. On education, University of Nigeria Nsukka's proposed 100% fee hike has ignited fury among students and parents fearing dropout in Nigerian economic crunches. After protests and talks, it has run 60%, but many even say that is too much for a public varsity meant for the masses. The proposal, if it becomes a reality, would see students pay double of what they pay in the current school fees, with the new students being affected the most. In the proposal, new students are alleged to start paying 50,000 naira as acceptance fee, a huge hike from the 30,000 that was the price. The reason is since the past week, students and parents alike have been lamenting on the increment policy that have taken to social media calling for a reduction in the fee increment. Meanwhile, the Kano State Fire Service has confirmed the death of an 18-year-old Yusuf Malami Gwani, who drowned in an open water body at Bachirawa, Kwana, Madugu in Ungoda local government area of the state. The director of service, Alhaji Sani Anas, disclosed this in a statement signed by the public relations officer of the agency, Alhaji Saminu Abdullahi, on Thursday in Kano. According to him, the victim was retrieved from the water and handed over to the ward head in Bachira quarters, Jibrin Isa. In a related incident, an 8-year-old boy, Abdul Salam Ibrahim, reportedly fell into a well at Kofa. He said the child was brought out dead and subsequently handed to his father. Abdullahi urged members of the public to take safety precautions around open wells, open water sources, and other hazardous places, especially to protect children. And lastly, to wrap up our newspaper review segment this morning, Nigerian government announces 6 weeks partial closure. The Nigerian government, through the Federal Ministry of Works, has announced a 6 weeks partial closure of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to facilitate urgent repairs on expansion joints at Kara Bridge, Magboro Bridge, and Irekpo Punch Bridge. The ministry explained that the closure was necessary to resume critical rehabilitation works previously suspended on the Lagos-bound sector of the Kara Bridge following complaints from road users about prolonged traffic congestion. Addressing journalists in Kara Bridge, the Oyo State Federal Controller of Works, Michael Komolafe, apologized for the inconveniences and assured motorists that enhanced traffic management measures would be implemented to ensure swift and safe repairs. This news was sourced from the Daily Punch newspaper. Nigerian government announces 6 weeks partial closure of